What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, Reclaim Your Throne. So guys, we're gonna get into this video here. Brittany Renner has a message for all the men who want their women to be submissive. And in my opinion, I think this is a direct shot at a few content creators. One in particular, Cam Newton, he started a new podcast. And the girl that he's currently went on, I think the Sexperts podcast. I forgot her name, but she did a podcast with Kevin Samuels before as well. And she discussed what it means to be submissive to her man, what she does for her man and whatnot. And then people on the internet ended up catching her in a lie because she was against what Cam Newton said about wanting a submissive woman before she actually got with him. And this is how a lot of women are. They are going to disagree with women who have a man, or a man who says what he wants in a woman, until they actually get the man that they want. And we all know that Cam Newton is a select man, and most women would want to be with him. So she changed script. She changed up the way that she moved in order to be with Cam Newton. And that's how most women do. Even Brittany Renner switched up her vibe, her thoughtiness, in order to be with PJ Washington. But we all saw how that ended. So what we're going to do is we're going to break down Brittany Renner's recent Instagram post about how she will never be submissive to a man again.
It's painfully obvious why men love the idea of a submissive woman. Submissive, per its definition, is ready to conform to the authority or will of others.
Okay, so she said submission means ready to conform to the authority or will of others, all right? So let's break that down. If you are a man and you have a woman and she is not willing to conform to your authority, conform to your leadership, and follow by example, then she's not the right woman, okay? As a man, you should have your stuff together, and a woman should be elated to follow your move and follow your steps in order to present a better lifestyle for you both, okay? For example, if I'm a guy, I've got a business, it's booming, and I ask my girl, hey, I need you to do this, that, and the third. That means that she is conforming for the betterment of my business, which is conforming for the betterment of the relationship and the lifestyle that we are both going to be able to live, right? But if she refuses those tasks, then I will know that, hey, you know, maybe this is not a woman who is long-term. Maybe she's only with me for material things because she's not willing to put in the work to further the empire that I'm building. And that is a huge red flag. So I want men to understand that, hey, the way that she is presenting it is not actually the way that it is, okay? She wants to liken it to being a slave. She wants to liken it to being a prisoner, when in all actuality, it's more likened to be an employee, which what employees benefit off of their employers. Let me say it again. Employees benefit off of their employees, especially, employees benefit off of their employers, especially if the employment opportunity is a good one, okay? Notice how these women are willing to submit to their bosses at work, but not willing to submit to their husbands or their boyfriends.
The prefix sub means under. Think of subpar, submarine.
So what you have to understand, in this world that we live, in this current existence, on this earth, the order, the hierarchy of beings is God, man, woman, children, beast, okay? So in the hierarchical order of what life is, yes, a woman is always going to be under a man. And I think that women hate this idea, but in all actuality, that is how it is, okay? There's no way that a woman will be able to dominate a man on the same playing field. It's just not going to happen. So I think that they really take offense to being under men, but the reality is you will never be able to be on top of a man in the hierarchy of this animal kingdom that we call Earth.
Short, your world is under his. Now there seems to be a theme here. Good girls versus bad girls. A lock that can be opened with many keys is a broken lock.
Okay, so now she is trying to use the age-old analogy. A lock that can be opened with many keys is a broken lock, and a key that can open many locks is a master key, right? So that analogy still stands to this day, okay? And she is trying to justify her promiscuity. That is why she brought up that tale, because she is trying to justify the fact that, hey, I've been with this guy, that guy, and that doesn't change my value. It may not change your value when it comes to overall society and you being valued as a person, right? Like, we get that. Like, we're not trying to say you're less of a person, less of a human being, and deserve less rights because you've been opened by many keys, aka slept around. But the reality is, when it comes to dating in the sexual marketplace, especially guys that she wants a lit nigga, okay? She wants a guy who's on his shit. She wants a guy who's got a bag. She wants a guy who is competent financially. That's the most important thing to her, and you can tell that's the most important thing to her. Otherwise, she would be dating you know, a guy who works at the post office right now, right? So the most important thing to her is financial competency. And, you know, looks. Of course, looks is very important to her. She says she wants a guy who's like 6'5" or something like that, which she's not going to get a rich dude at 6'5". I mean, she already shot her shot. She busted her load, and now she's going to have to pick up the pieces of her broken relationship, okay? But the reason why she brought up that analogy is to dismiss her promiscuity, because when it comes to the sexual marketplace, yes, you are devalued. Yes, men are going to look at you as used goods, especially since you have a child. Men don't like playing stepdaddy. I'm sorry, but a single man with no children does not like playing stepdaddy. It diminishes his pockets. It diminishes his sexual marketplace value, and it can cause other emotional woes as well. So let's get in there.
And if you can't submit to a man, you're gonna die alone. So my question to men is, do you want perfect poly?
So I do like the point that she made here. She said, if you can't submit to a man, you're gonna die alone. And my thing is, everybody's going to die alone. The question is, are you gonna die alone with people by your side who love and care for you and who are trying to help preserve your life and take care of you? Or are you gonna die alone with a whole bunch of cats and they're not gonna find your body for 6 days? That's the difference, okay? And I think dying alone with somebody who, you know, cares for you, wanted to comfort you, wanted to nurse you back to health if possible, is a lot more valiant than dying alone with a whole bunch of pets who are going to eat on your dead corpse after 6 days of you decomposing on your couch watching Basketball Wives.
A puppet, a prisoner, or a partner who has no problem overtly challenging you? King treatment?
Okay, so when overtly challenging you, this is the language of an aggressive woman. This is the language of, dare I say, an angry black woman. And yes, Brittany Renner is mixed, but her personality is black, okay? And a lot of people, oh, black people aren't a monolith. Like I said in my previous videos, Brittany Renner went to a HBCU to learn how to be black. And she copied her personality off of all the other black women that she saw on campus. So overtly challenging the man is a no-no, okay? My thing is, a lot of women think that they can come into a man's life and help him with his business when you have no idea how to run a business. That's the reality. They don't know about looking for KPIs, key performance indicators. They don't know anything about improving the productivity of a business. They don't know anything about minimizing expenses because they live a very expensive lifestyle right now. So they don't know anything about building a business, but they think that they can go into a man's life, overtly challenge you on your business practices, and they think they're going to come up with all these good ideas to help you further your business, when in all actuality, they don't know a damn thing about running a business, okay?
And knowing your partner's love languages, that's one thing. Being submissive is a whole nother thing. It's its own thing. If you find yourself abandoning your wants, needs, desires to make something work, I'm here to tell you, it was never a match to begin with. It's painful.
All right, guys, so you heard what Brittany Renner said. She's never submitting to a man again. And hey, can we be mad at it? No, you just move accordingly. Now men who she wanted to be with are looking at this and being like, yeah, nah, I'm not signing up for that. So anyways, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship question to the email down below with a screenshot of your Cash App so I know you pay your tithes, man. Y'all need to be on your motherfucking name with the BS. And you already know, reclaim your throne. Reclaim your throne.